Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. This is my review for Barry Season 4, Episode 8. So, a spoiler warning for Barry Season 4, Episode 8. If you have not seen the episode, go watch it and then come back. So, yeah, let's get into it. This video will have full spoilers. So, yeah, the finale for the entire series of Barry came out today. I got a chance to watch it, and these are my thoughts. I've reviewed every single episode of Season 4 so far. Go check out those reviews if you have not, but let's just get into it. So, wow. I loved it. I'm just going to straight out say, I loved it. There's so much discourse on Twitter right now. So many people hated it, but I loved it. I'm so satisfied with that ending. Oh, wow, man. I mean, just before I get into the details, this show has been so great. Season 4 did feel a bit different to the first 3 seasons, especially the first 2 seasons, but it is a perfect ending to this story. Barry is such an underrated show. I feel like a lot of people talk about it, but it gets nowhere near the amount of attention that it should. I mean, I think it was so stupid of HBO to release this at the same time they're releasing Succession, because Succession has completely overshadowed Barry. And look, I can see why. Succession's great, but but Barry's also great, it's not getting the attention it deserves. But anyway, wow, man, what an ending. This was so crazy, but so satisfying. I mean, just, wow. And also, I can't believe we've gone 4 seasons without seeing Sally and NoHo Hank interact once, except for this episode. So, that was pretty crazy, but yeah, it happened. Barry was killed. He died. And honestly, I'm happy about it. I don't think there was any other way that it could have ended for him, When he's been to prison, he just escaped, And there was always a chance he could have escaped. The only way to end this series was to kill Barry. And I don't care. He got what he deserved. He didn't deserve a satisfying hero's death. He deserved what Janice got. He deserved what his friend got in Season 1. I can't remember his name, but his soldier friend, I think it might have been Chris. He deserved what he got. Barry does not deserve a hero's death. He is a monster. I'm sorry. I really did sympathize with Barry in the first 2 seasons. I liked him. I was wanting him to redeem himself because he wanted to. He wanted to change. He didn't want to do this anymore. But just Season 3 and 4, seeing him spiral all the way down to the bottom was it was brilliant, but also awful, and just watching his future life with Sally and John, it was just disgusting. What a manipulative piece of shit he was, and seeing how much Sally despised him was just heartbreaking. And I know she's not, the best person. She did kill someone last season, but that's, obviously I don't really blame her for that. I mean, Barry put her in that position, but she did kill someone last season. She is, she has a little bit of narcissistic tendencies. I don't think anywhere near on the same level as Gene does. I'll talk about him in a minute. But yeah, I think she's not a completely great person, but she deserves the ending she got. I'm sorry, her ending was so satisfying. Seeing her turn down that guy and say, no, I don't want to go for a drink, and just, driving off away from her, she didn't get what she wanted. She wanted to be a movie star. She didn't get it. She writes, by the looks of things, she writes plays at a, local high school or whatever. But she seems happy, and she seems content, and I am happy with that, and I'm satisfied with that. Also, a surprise cameo from Jaden Martell playing Barry's son, a little bit like his 14-year-old son. That was a pretty cool cameo. He's a really good actor. If you've seen Defending Jacob, then you'll know. I mean, he's in a lot of other things too, but Defending Jacob, he's really great in. But yeah, that was a cool little surprise cameo from him. I didn't know he was going to be in it. But yeah, I'll talk about his whole thing in a minute. But yeah, Barry's death was just, I loved it. It was so satisfying to see him get shot in the chest and him say, oh wow, and Gene just shoot him in the head. I hate that character, man. I hate him. And I don't like Gene either. Gene made his bed, because the thing is, Barry was saying, just call the cops. And if Gene just let him do that, I mean, I don't even know if he heard him say that, but if Gene just stopped for a second, Barry would have went to jail. I mean, he could have escaped, but Barry would have went to jail, and Gene would not have gone to prison for life, which is what happened, because he was, it's a result of his narcissism. It is. That's the reason he is in jail right now, is a result of his narcissism and need to, for attention. So I don't like Gene. I don't. He's a pretty shitty person. But yeah. So seeing Barry die was very satisfying. But if Gene did wait a little bit, he could have been absolved of everything, and Barry would have went to jail. But anyway, NoHo Hank died tragically. Fuck, man. I didn't want him to die, but I feel like it kind of was the only logical ending for his character. Like, now that Cristobal's dead, I just, like, what else was he gonna do? I don't think he could have truly been happy with Cristobal's death, like, lurking over him his entire life. So I'm happy for him, and he died metaphorically holding Cristobal's hand, and that was, that was special. But it was so tragic, man. It was so tragic. He didn't deserve it. But yeah, Fuchs. How come fucking Fuchs, the asshole, didn't die? God, he gets to live and roam free. God damn it. I mean, he did do a good thing this episode, and he saved John's life and gave him back to Barry, and like, obviously because he saw Barry in John, and he deep down Fuchs does care for Barry. He really does care about Barry. And that is nice to see the father-son dynamic that they have. But fucking Fuchs, man. I hate Fuchs. Jesus. Why couldn't he have died as well? Why couldn't everyone have died except for Sally and John? And Jane. Well, Jane, okay. Maybe. Anyway. Yeah. So let's talk about that very, very ending. The movie was made. The Mask Collector was made. And I don't know if that ending was good or bad. Like, in terms of quality, I liked it. I thought it was a good ending. But is this a happy ending or a sad ending? Because John sees his dad as a hero now, because that movie is so warped. That is not what happened. In a way, Barry sort of did get a hero's death, because he got to die and everybody think that he is a hero, and he was killed by this mobster Gene Cousineau. But we know, and Barry knows, that he's not, and he got a pathetic death. So yeah, I don't know, man. Is it a good ending? Is it a happy ending, or is it a bad ending? Because in a way, it portrays Barry as a hero to his son, which is sort of a good thing, that his son doesn't have to grow up with the trauma of knowing what his true dad was like, and it will help him live a better life, knowing, not knowing what his dad was actually like. I mean, I'm sure Sally will probably tell him one day anyway, or is it a bad ending because the entire world thinks he's a hero, when in reality he's a piece of shit, and now Gene is going to jail for crimes he didn't commit? So I'm a little bit conflicted on whether the ending's a good or bad ending, like in terms of happy or not. But I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the entire season. That's it for my review of Barry Season 4, Episode 8. Thank you guys for watching all my reviews for this season so far. I've really enjoyed it. Barry overall was a great show. Go check it out if you have not. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Turn on post notifications so you don't miss when I upload. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.